chose Dr. Heffley because several of my friends that I rodeoed with had gone to him for surgeries in the past. And I knew his wife since she was a little bitty girl running the barrels, and that's what I do. So I figured he'd be a good one to know the kind of activities that I want to continue to do. Every time I'd lift my arm, it would dig, so there was a lot of damage in that rotator. And then one day, I tripped over the dog. And I went down and I grabbed the countertop in the kitchen to keep from falling, but my body went down and my arm stayed up, and I think that's what finished it off. He said it was as bad as it gets. I don't know if I can fix it or not, but I can try. Let's schedule it. After I did this, I continued to work for 2.5 months, which was crazy. And I continued to saddle the horse and, grit my teeth. I think this hospital is a wonderful facility. And I was real excited that it was just a surgical hospital, because there's so many incidents in regular hospitals of infection, and I hear all kinds of horror stories, so, I was scared to death. They calmed me down, and everybody was so nice. My therapist is wonderful, and he knew the severity of the injury and the surgery, and so he just started me out real slow and easy, and every week he'd say, okay, we're going to step it up a little bit. They x-rayed it and they said it looked good, and Kenny explained everything to me and showed me exactly what they did, and it was pretty amazing. I can't even imagine how somebody can do that. Oh, I would say Dr. Heffley, no problem. Yeah, certainly would. I'm glad, it's kind of a pain to come all the way to Little Rock for the appointments and what have you, but when you feel comfortable with somebody, then that's where you need to be. I'm a dyed-in-the-wool barrel racer, and I love to ride and train, and I'm also a dog groomer, and of course I'm not able to work right now. He said 4 to 6 months rehab and then baby it for a year, so I'm going to do exactly as he says. And I brag on y'all because I was real happy. I was certainly happy with it, and like I said, I like the idea of just a surgical hospital. I have a friend who had knee surgery a couple of days ago, and I'm not going to say where or anything, but just to be on the safe side, they put her on antibiotics a week ahead of time. Now, that's kind of scary. It was a good experience. I was scared to death. I'd never had surgery. I'd never been put out for anything. I'm going to try not to trip over the dog.